That's pretty crazy.
That was the craziest part
Yeah.
about the big league game. We have an Astros debit card that they put meal money on and whatever. If you get to go over and play, you get $112. So
Damn.
finish the game. It was already on my debit card. I was like, dude, this is
Let's
sick.
go.
Yeah.
That's a pretty.
You double scoop at Chipotle that day or what?
Yeah,
You got some guac?
I didn't eat dinner at the hotel. I got
Welcome to episode 5, 6, 7 of Spring Training Beyond the Diamond.
One of them.
One of them. At this point, I have no idea what's going on. Last week of spring training for us, but first couple weeks for our guest, Jackson Loftin. Jackson, thanks for coming out.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
For everyone that's tuning in, Jackson went to the same high school I did, Klein Collins, way after I did because I'm old. But one of the prospects for the Houston Astros here for spring training. Got some big league time a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that first. How was that?
It was a blast.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Yeah. They told us the night before we get to go play in the big league game. Said I would get to go to second base for the last half of the game. So I was pretty excited.
You're 22, right?
Yep.
Wow, that must be
sick.
fucking. Yeah,
It was
must be
wild.
sick, man.
Especially me growing up Astros fan. Like all the big leaguers are there. Dusty was there. Gary Pettis. I've talked to Bagwell a couple times, but he was in the dugout. So
Yeah.
it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean, a Houston kid, went to a Houston high school. I mean, when you're in the dugout with these guys, obviously they're consummate pros, but that championship pedigree, does it stand out to you, like just being around those guys?
Yeah, you can tell. Everything's just, even in a spring training game, it's really focused. Everybody's with the hitting coach, looking at scouting reports and whatever, and then talking about swings and approaches, and the players are talking to each other. It's a different feel. You can tell.
Yeah, man.
What's something that, because the game's changed so rapidly and there's so much data now and everything's just like all this, WOBA, OPS plus, all these different things. As a hitter, is it a paralysis by analysis? Do you like all the information, or what's your approach when you're given all these tools?
In pro ball, it's been crazy because we have so much information that they can give us. The exact shape that the pitch will have on this little pitch shape chart. Every pitch has its own like color and dot and numbers that go with it, and so you can kind of get bogged down with it, but it's kind of important because these guys they're nasty, and so you kind of gotta.
So for me, a guy personally, because I've never played ball. I'm just a camera boy. That jump from going, from college ball to, professional, does it change completely with the analytics, or is it kind of the same? I mean, how much more further do they go compared to college ball?
So in college, you'd probably have the velo of the guy. You could watch the video and then kind of see what his pitches do, and then kind of the percents of what pitch he would throw and what count. So we have all that now, and then there's more stuff kind of on top of that goes a little bit above and beyond what we would have in college.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah. First big league camp. Let's rewind a little bit. From Klein Collins to Sam to Oral Roberts. You got to do the transfer portal, right?
Yes and no, yeah.
Portal?
I graduated from Sam, so I think technically a grad transfer, but
Hey, go Bearcats.
at the same time, yeah.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Why was Oral Roberts the choice for you?
They really showed a big interest in me. They came and watched me all the way in Wisconsin that summer play, and it just seemed like a good place where they would let me just be myself and play and not be all over my back a lot. And they knew I was good, and they knew that I could play, and they just wanted me to do that and help me all that they could for that. So it was really cool when I got there. From what I had heard to what actually happened, it was like what I thought it would be.
And I think a big thing too, and you were a dude in college, and then when you go to professional ball, there's just dudes everywhere. That's got to be a big, one, ego check, but two, the competitiveness of yourself. That has to fire you up, right? When everyone else is just like, shit, like everyone is really fucking good.
Yeah, everybody's so good. It's crazy. Everybody's here for a reason. Everybody was a stud in college. So it is a lot of competition, and it's got to jack you up a little bit to to get to go out there and compete with all these studs from all over.
Yeah, man, I bet. Sorry, that bird is loud as fuck. You hear that bird?
Yeah, we are filming outside.
Yeah.
as you can tell. But
hey, we're welcome to Florida.
yeah,
baby.
welcome to Florida.
Welcome to West
You
Palm.
got little mangoes going.
Yeah, a little mango tree.
Yeah.
You know, a little construction over there. That's the modern world right there. You know, and nature. So we have it all.
One of the things I do want to talk about is the life of a prospect and the life of camp. Where are you eating? Were you banging Bole, Chipotle? Or what are we on your downtime?
So, yeah, they pay for 3 meals a day for us. So it just depends if you want to eat it or not.
Okay.
But the food, it's pretty solid. But if you're not feeling it, then you might go somewhere else. But I'm not a big money spender, so
Yeah.
I'm going Chick-fil-A, Chipotle. We have Zaxby's right across the street from the hotel, so those are probably some of my go-tos.
The unofficial sponsor of this podcast is Bole. So
Yeah,
highly suggest some Bole.
Yeah, Bole.
I've not been there.
It's like
good, man.
a healthy version of Chipotle.
Okay.
Yeah, super good.
And it's so good.
I might
Fire.
have to try it
It
out.
might be better than Chipotle.
Bole doesn't pay us to say any of that, so they want to pay us to do it. We
just us.
can, no free ads, Bole.
Yeah.
So a lot of time spent in the room, chilling.
Yeah.
So we're Netflix. What are we streaming?
I'm a bigger YouTube guy than Netflix, but
Okay.
I'm kind of on the golf YouTube. So
YouTube.
Are we doing Bob
Bob Does Sports.
Bob Does Sports, yeah.
Micah Morrison, Grant Horvat,
Yeah.
those are kind of my guys. Momentum with Trevor Bauer and Eric Sim, yeah. So, but I'll watch some Netflix shows.
Bob Does Sports is probably my favorite channel on
Yeah,
YouTube.
they're
The
the
guy
best.
this guy's
I wish they
menace.
posted a little more. They're
Yeah.
like a once a week.
Once a
wish
week,
There
yeah.
was more, yeah.
Having I don't, you guys haven't seen it, but the Fat Perez character they have, this guy is like 300 pounds, but like a scratch golfer, just like throws darts, and he's probably the most athletic fat guy I've ever met in my entire life. He's so good at golf.
I mean, this sounds like something I would like stumble upon,
Honestly,
and then just be hooked. They get me. They get me in the skin.
They do.
they honestly
They
would
really
probably
do.
get you to play golf like starting tomorrow. That's how good they are.
Hey, and I need something to light a fire in my ass. Don't take me to talk golf, dude. I will not. I will be just sitting there chilling, dude. I cannot swing for shit.
The big thing, and it's kind of cool to see it from the outside and being an Astro fan growing up. But has there been like a what the fuck moment for you? Was it draft when they called you? Was it when your first time last year when you got sped up and got sent to low A? Like what was that moment for you? And then we could talk about draft day as well.
Yeah. I mean, probably the first time, because I talked to a bunch of teams, but I talked to the Astros probably towards the middle end of when I was talking to teams. So it was kind of like, man, that would be really cool if I got to go to the Astros. And then I did a little workout for them, and it's like, man, this could happen. Who knows? And then, the morning of draft day, me and my dad were hitting, and my agent called me and was like, hey, the Astros are going to take you in the 13th. And I was like, dude, no way. Like,
dream come true.
yeah.
Man.
So yeah, growing up
that's
Astros
fucking awesome.
fan, he was like, do you want us to tell other teams no? I was like, well, I don't know. Like, yes, but if they don't take me, then I'm going to be screwed. So, but no, the Astros came through, and we were watching it on the TV, and it's kind of funny. So it's me and my dad, and my mom was over there, and we have the TV on, and on the third day, they're just like rolling through the picks. So they'll say the Astros are on the clock, and then like 10 minutes later, or 10 seconds later, they'll say the pick. Well, the online tracker was going a little faster than our TV. So my phone starts buzzing, and I was like, and I knew the Astros were about to pick. So I was like, oh my gosh, did it happen? And so my phone's buzzing. I'm looking at who it is, and it would be somebody that would text me about the draft. So I was like, no way. And then they said it on the thing. So it was pretty cool.
Sick.
Yeah.
That's fucking amazing, dude.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
I mean, like literally, like goosebumps.
Yeah, I mean,
like sitting there with your
playing,
family.
When I'm playing the show and I get drafted by the Astros, I'm like, let's fucking go. So I can't even imagine if it was real life. That's awesome, man. So
Yeah, it
cool.
was crazy.
We talked offline about just how college players kind of, are thrown in the fire right off the bat. So from being drafted, what was the next step? And then
Yeah, we
from there?
got drafted, and then I think maybe 3 days later we went down to Houston. We did physicals and MRIs and X-rays and all kinds of stuff, and then once you pass all those, you got to sign, and then the next day we flew out to Florida, out here to West Palm, and we did kind of Astros onboarding, kind of per se. A lot of baseline stuff, hitting and lifting, and then I got to play 4 rookie ball games down here, and then we flew out to Low A and played 5 weeks there.
Awesome. That's awesome.
So was that like how the rookie portrays it? Bus rides, you're just crammed in a 18 passenger van. What was the minor league life like?
The minor league life now is a lot different than it was 5, 10, 20 years ago. Yeah, we all the guys that I meet that I talk to that had played in the minor leagues before, they're like, dude, that's crazy. Our life sucked. But it is a grind. It's you gotta love it, otherwise you're not
100%.
gonna have a good time. But no, our normal week is Tuesday night all the way until Sunday. We play Monday off day every week, and then we'll play again the same thing the next week.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you're one of the few batches that are like in a post-COVID world of regular minor league ball, because there was that time period of just like there was no minor league ball going, and like they're doing like 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, like so you're just kind of like able to get in that little routine that ball players need. And I don't think what people don't get that have never really played, that baseball players are creatures of habit, right? You have your routine every single day. You're going to do it. You're going to follow it. And that kind of goes into the pitch clock and the now hitter clock and all that. In the minors, you guys have had that. So it's not going to be new when you're in the show and, 3 years. Right. But it's different for the fan perspective. And this is the first time I got to experience it live. It was here in spring training. Yeah. But how was that for you last year?
It's different. Yeah. You have to pay attention to it, or you're going to get banged for a strike, and that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I mean, you got to be aware. You can't take your time. Like in college, you got all the time you want, pretty much. The umpire will say something, but there's no like rules.
Right.
But yeah, I got one strike called on me, and I was like, dude, I fouled the ball back, and I just stepped out. I was like banging the dirt off my cleats, and I was about to get in, and then all of a sudden he goes, time, strike, and I was like, oh my gosh. So
I mean, the pitchers they already know what they're throwing. They already know where they're doing. Right. They throw in 95. You're giving them all.
It's for us, especially for me. I like to like think about what they could throw, what they threw the pitch before, all the information stuff we were talking about earlier. It's like I need time to process that. So
do you think over time you'll be able to kind of adapt and think less and just go by off of instinct, or is that going to be? I mean, that's definitely going to be a process.
Yeah,
I know.
I mean, you could do that some, but these guys are so good that you got to.
I mean, it's filthy out there.
We were talking before. It's everybody throws 95. Everybody has good sliders, changeups, curveballs, sink that goes 10 inches, 15 inches that way.
Yeah.
Fastballs that go up seaming. So yeah, it's crazy.
I think one of the big things that's changed over the last few years is just the shape of pitches that we talked about, and it's so crazy because if you're not into that type of stuff, there's like a whole unknown world of baseball. Like if you're just a casual watcher, like you don't even know. Still people are like, oh, wins and ERA and batting average. Like there's like a layer behind that, and then there's like a layer behind that, and the shape of pitches is really just resonates to me because you can have guys that are filthy and like throw 97, but it's flat.
Yeah.
10 years ago, they're a top dude, but now they're just no one wants to touch them because they don't have anything to the shape of what they're using and what they're throwing.
Yeah. I mean, we see that like when you get the scouting report with the chart of what his pitches look like, if he's got high velo, but it doesn't go anywhere, then you're kind of licking your chops for those guys. Yeah. But it's the guys that throw 95, but their extension is 6'9", and so then their fastball plays at 100 instead of 95. Then it's like you
Good
don't
luck.
you don't want to hit that day. Yeah.
Talk about the routine and just falling back in that place of professional ball last year, even though it was very short because of from when you were drafted and then coming into this year. But those 5 weeks, how much do you think you've taken from that, the good things and bad things, to prepare yourself for this year?
Yeah, it definitely was very beneficial getting out there for the short time that I was coming into this year. Just kind of knowing I got to be this much better with my swing decisions and just my focus, because these guys that's another tier of good with these guys. And so it was important to get out there and see what's what in pro ball, and then kind of build a routine that I know will work better for this spring and summer.
What do you think your walk-up's going to be this year? Have you picked that out yet?
I've got 2 right now. The last 3 years I've gone with the Houston song.
You have to.
So I did So Houston by Zero in college. Last year in pro ball I did I'm Throwed by Paul Wall.
Nice. Friend of the program, Paul Wall.
Have to.
And I think what I'm leaning towards right now is No Ceiling by, I want to say it's Slim Thug, but I'll research real fast.
We're keeping the Houston thing.
Hey,
What would you go, Garrett?
So I'd be fucking annoying about it, and I'd change it like every week. So but something classic like along the Watchtower, some Hendrix, something that everyone can get around, a little bit, but I don't know. I'd change it every week because I'd be like, no, you know what? Big Fleetwood Mac guy. I make everyone in the stadium cry. Landslide. I just put on some Landslide and everyone.
Everyone is crying.
Yeah, man. I'll change a vibe like that, but I'd be annoying about it if I got to change my walk up song all the time.
You'd be fined every week. You'd be fined.
The media guy would hate you.
Yeah, they would be like, they would lock the door and be like, have a picture of me on the wall. Like, do not let him in here.
Oh.
Yeah, Slim Thug, No Ceiling. I think that's what I'm leaning towards.
That's what we're leaning to?
That would be
Nice.
fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love that. That's gonna be great. I think we should make a trip to Fayetteville or High A Asheville. I think we should just do like a summer tour. Just go to all the minor leagues.
Oh, that's
minor league ball is fun. Like,
it's fun. The games are fun. The theme nights are, I think, in Fayetteville on Thursdays, Thirsty Thursdays. There's a decent amount of people that come out. So
Thirsty Thursdays?
It's cool, yeah.
They do beer batters?
Actually, they might not there. At the away places they do.
Yeah.
That gets pretty.
Were you chosen last year for a beer batter
I
at all?
don't think so. Sometimes in summer ball I've been in
Summer ball's rough.
Summer ball I
Summer ball's
was, and
rough.
I punched out like 2 or 3 times. It was tough. Yeah. They start cheering when you get a strike, and then 2 strikes they're going nuts, and then 3 strikes it's just
it's a party.
Yeah, it goes nuts. Yeah.
They got introduced to the beer batter this year. The Cardinals do it.
Oh, really?
Up in Jupiter.
Yeah.
They there's a bar right outside. I don't remember
It's
the
like
name
a beer
of the bar.
garden.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
a beer garden.
one of his German beer gardens.
And they had Maldi was their beer batter, and he struck out on his first at bat in 3 pitches. The whole place at Roger Dean went crazy, and I was like, I think he was a beer batter for today, because there's no way people got that hype for a spring training game.
Right.
But I mean, I'm telling you, the beer batter is what makes the world go around, especially in summer league ball.
I was impressed by how many people at one place that weren't Astros fans were talking about Martin Maldonado. It was pretty crazy. They were talking about it and how it gave him a free beer. And I was like, hey, that beer batters I think they make us join as one, man.
Yeah. We actually got a beer too, not because of Maldi, but out of solitude for him. We're just not passing up this free beer. We're defending his honor. That's what we did.
I defended his honor. Almost avenging him.
Yeah,
in that at bat.
We're taking this
by
free
chugging
beer.
that beer for him.
We're not enjoying this free beer.
If you guys were able to get that as the the away fan.
Yeah, we did we poured a little out.
Just a little drop. A little drop. Most of it a chug. So
are you cross training in the off season? Because the Astros with prospects and everyone, it seems like they just play you guys everywhere and just make you guys be athletes.
Yeah. I'll probably stick in the infield. I could play the outfield, but I think like being a shortstop, that's more of a premium position per se, and shortstop and third base. So if I could stick there, that's where I would obviously want to be. But I mean, if playing the outfield gives me a chance to move up faster, then sure.
Where's your arm at with throwing?
It's good. Yeah, I feel like I have plenty of arm to play on the right side. So left side.
You can let it loose.
Yeah. You let
He's saying, you can let it loose.
Yeah.
Mega Man action.
Try to.
Video game
so
stuff.
yeah.
Hell yeah. Cool.
We're wrapping up because you have a tea time here in a little bit, but just kind of give me some of your goals and kind of what you want to see yourself this year. Obviously, everyone wants to hit 300, but there's some other stuff that you want to work on individually.
Yeah.
What are some of those?
Yeah, I think just having a routine that you can stick to. That way you're dialed every day because it's, 130, 140 games. So it's a long season and it can turn into kind of a grind. And if you can, focus in on these things that you have to do every day, it kind of makes it less of that. Just help you be more focused. But no, obviously there are certain numbers that everybody's trying to hit. Home runs, stolen bases, doubles. I think controlling what you can control is a big deal, especially 100%. For me. Like throughout college, I've been kind of worried about things I shouldn't have been worried about, and that's just made me worse. Yeah. So you can't. We were talking the other day with some of the guys. You can't be armchair GM. Like, why didn't I get to move up, or why did I start out here, or why did he go up, or whatever. You just do you and make people notice you, and just play hard and have fun, really.
Because this will be the first time you've ever played 100+ games? 100?
Yeah, that in consecutive. I probably, my junior summer, I went out and played in the Northwoods. I played like 60 games or something after a spring season. Yeah. So that was a long one, but this will be different. It's pro ball and it's more serious. So
definitely.
It doesn't hurt, paycheck with your name.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's pretty sweet.
People ask like what it's like. I'm like, or wonder if I like it, like the grind. Would I rather be sitting at a desk right now? Like, no, I'm playing baseball.
Yeah,
baseball is my job. So
think about it.
Cooler.
Every person you grew up with or graduated with, they're doing their first job out of college. Yeah. They're trying to figure out what they want to do, and you get to play ball.
Yeah.
To play ball.
I couldn't ask for anything cooler. Yeah. As long as they let me play, I'm gonna play, and hopefully that ends up in the big leagues. But it's pretty awesome.
Can't even imagine just playing an actual game and then them going, here you go, thanks for playing. Here's money. That's pretty crazy.
That was
the
craziest
awesome.
part about the big league game. We have an Astros debit card that they put meal money on and whatever. If you get to go over and play, you get $112. So finish the game, it was already on my debit card. I was like, dude, this is sick.
Go.
Yeah. That's a pretty
you double scoop at Chipotle that day or what?
Yeah,
you got some block?
I didn't eat dinner at the hotel that night. I got real food that night. Yeah.
That's freaking awesome.
Oh man.
Well, we're gonna be here for the rest of the week. Hopefully we get you on the big league field, but we'll be on the backfields and get some film. I think Josh had some film footage of you the other day at the big league camp, so we'll get that to you. But thanks for coming on, bro.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Super pumped to see you grow this year as a player, and thankful for your friendship. So awesome for coming out.
Appreciate it, guys. Thanks, sir.
Absolutely. Thank you to our sponsors, Texans Insurance and Showtime Sports, Catching Lightning. Check it all out. Details are below. And once again, thank you to Jackson Loftin for coming out.
Thanks, guys.
Peace. Love you guys.
See you.